Om Namaste. Welcome to this practice to help us develop clear vision for better awareness, insight, and discernment. Subtle truths will start to come into focus to give us a clear sense of purpose and direction to follow our dharma. With this clear vision, we will begin to align our daily life and actions with our soul's values and our physical well-being. Let's begin with Garuda Mudra. Hooking the right thumb over the left thumb, bring the spread fingers to your chest. The wingspan of the Garuda. The Garuda Mudra serves strength, balance, and freedom. Just as the wings of a bird must be strong, balanced, and lifted by the wind, so too does this mudra embody these qualities. It activates blood flow, circulation, and respiratory health. It helps increase prowess, intelligence, and digestive fire, balancing all our energy levels. Inhale, lift up through the crown of the head. Roll the shoulders back. And on the exhale, press down through the sitting bones. Pull in through the navel. Engage through the inner thighs so you have a firm, steady seat. Breathe with ease. Take on your eagle eye vision that gives you a great perspective, flying, soaring high above the earth, helps you see with a wide angle view. We sometimes get so engrossed in the distractions of our daily life that we can't see the forest for the trees. Take this opportunity to see with great perspective everything around you, like you've climbed to the top of a great mountain. Now, coming to some spinal flexion and extension. Hold on to the front of the knees, and on the exhale, round the back. Draw the chin to the chest. And then on the inhale, lift up, open the heart, and draw the shoulder blades behind. And flow back and forth with your breath. Taking complete breaths in and complete breaths out. Take one more round of breath here. Come back to a neutral spine. Good posture, good. Next we're going to circle and bring the head and shoulders around, taking one breath per revolution. Exhaling, rolling forward, empty the breath, and inhaling, rocking back. There's no rush. You can feel each part of that movement, each part of your breath. Perfect. You've got it. And when you're ready, reverse the direction. Circle head and shoulders the opposite way. And one more big revolution here. Lift up the arms, lengthen the sides of the body by pressing up through the thumbs, pulling in through the navel, and pressing down through the sitting bones. Inhale, getting taller, and exhale, getting stronger. Pulling the heels in, pulling the navel in, shoulder blades down. Expand the sky as you inhale. Integrate strongly to the earth as you exhale. And then bring the arms behind you. Lift up the chest and look up, letting the head tilt back. Draw the shoulder blades in and under the heart. And open up the chest. Last breath here. And release. Looking forward. Change the feet so the opposite foot's in front. And then fold forward, walking the hands in front. Lifting the chest as you inhale. And melting forward as you exhale. The back can round, the head drop. Just focus on complete breaths. Letting your back rise and fall. However the breath guides you. Now, please lift and lay on the back, recline. Stretch out the legs. Stretch the arms up overhead and lengthen the whole body, spreading the fingers and the toes, maybe wiggling a little side to side so one side can stretch and then the opposite. The back arching a little. And then bring the arms down, lift the right leg up, and hold the back of the right thigh. Okay, shoulders and head on the mat. You can circle that right ankle to start. Loosen up the ankle, and then the opposite direction, circling, pointing with the ball of the foot, flexing, pressing the heel up. So moving all directions, this right foot and ankle. Good. Open the right leg to the side. And you're supporting the outside of the leg with your hand, trying to keep that leg extended and straight while not allowing the left hip to lift up. So the left hand may be pressing down on that left hip, keep it flat. Now bend the right knee, press the foot down into the mat, shift the hips to the right, and cross the right knee over to the left. The left hand may guide it over. The right arm extend the opposite way and twist through the spine and head to look over the right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen the body, and exhale, engage through the core. Press that outer left hip into the mat as you twist. Using complete breaths. Good. And release flat onto your back. Extend the right leg. Then lift the left leg up. Support the back of the thigh, and work the ankle with some circles. And circling the opposite way. Pointing the toes, flexing the ankle. Just every possible combination. So you've loosened up that foot and ankle. Drawing the left leg towards your chest. And then opening the left leg to the side. So there's an opening in the front of the hips. With clear, deep breaths. And rest the left foot down. Press it into the mat. Shift the hips to the left side and twist that left knee across, holding it with the right hand while the left arm stretches the opposite way. And looking over that left shoulder gives you the twist. The breath gives you ease. And muscular energy gives you stability and safety as you twist. You may picture yourself as though you're seeing yourself from a great height. And release flat onto the back once more. Lift up the knees, walk the heels in for bridge pose. And then lift the sides of the hips up. Boost the buttocks up with the hands so you can walk the heels closer. And then clasp the hands under your back and tuck the shoulder blades together so your heart lifts up. And the hips can lift more as you inhale and squeeze firm as you exhale. Three more breaths, getting up to your maximum elevation, your highest perspective, and your broadest view. Then release the hands and lower the buttocks down. Good work. We're going to thread the needle by crossing the right ankle over the left knee. The right arm is the needle. Thread it through the legs. Hold the back of the left thigh with hands interlaced. And once you've bound the leg, lower your head and shoulders so your back is flat. Shoulder blades flat under the back. You're feeling enough stretch in the right hip. Just breathe into that. If you feel like you can stretch more, pull the left knee a little closer as you exhale. But relax the arms for the inhale so you're not fighting against the breath. Flow with the breath, pulsing in and out without rushing or hurrying the breath. Take a broader view. not only space, but also time. Like you had all the time in the world for this one pose to make the most of it. And now, please release that side. Step across the left ankle over the right knee, switching sides. Opening the left knee, threading the left arm through the legs, and binding around that right thigh. Lower the head and shoulders. Breathe into that left hip. The bigger your breath, the bigger your smile. As you look down on yourself doing this pose, are you smiling? Do you allow the breath to help you shape the pose in fun and joyful way that you can delight in your practice and not see it as a burden or a chore, but you're giving your body a treat. Now we'll rest the feet back to the mat, step the feet wide apart, and windshield wiper the knees, taking them to the side for a breath, and then to the next side for a breath. So, now, lift the knees up, round the back, tuck the chin, and you could either hold the back of the thighs to roll up, or what I'll do sometimes is cross the ankles and hold opposite hand, opposite foot. Then when you roll up, you're already in Sukhasana, seated pose. So there you go. But we're not staying there. We're coming around onto hands and knees into table pose. Right? And from here, spread the fingers, widen the knees, hip distance apart, and then engage through the hands and fingers. See white, a little white around the edges of the fingernails, so you're really pressing hard with those fingertips, and hugging the arms to the midline, so the shoulder blades snuggle into the spine, stay glued onto the back of the rib cage. And let your back flex and extend fluidly with the breath. Inhaling to cow, arch the spine, look up. And exhaling to cat, rounding the back, pulling navel in. But the arms remain firm and strong, the fingertips powerful. The arms hugging to the midline. So there's a constant awareness of muscular energy in the fingers, hands, and arms as you move and breathe. It's like walking and chewing gum at the same time. You can do that. You can do this. All right, from our cat-cow, bring the knees to touch together, circle the hips. Inhale, rolling forward, and exhale, rocking back. And over a series of breaths, you can enlarge the size of those circles without rushing, without speeding up. And feel each part of that movement. When you're ready, reverse the circles. Start small, and then gradually increase the size. We'll bring the hips down to the mat through cobra pose, legs straight behind, point the toes straight back, and then hug the elbows in. Hug the legs to the midline, and we'll press strongly into the finger pads. Curl the head and shoulders up. And breathe length into the spine. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, strengthen into the lower back. And release it slowly down. Resting chin. A little pause. And bring hands behind the back, clasping them together, and lift the shoulders once more this way. Even more strength into the lower back. Tuck the chin slightly so you're not pinching the back of the neck. Take 2 more breaths. And last one. And release, and lower the chin to the side, let the heels open, and breathe into the back. Please push yourself up to table pose. And stretch the right leg behind, curling the toes under. And then we're going to rock back and forth, stretching the ball of the foot, maybe circling the heel, maybe even going over the tops of the toes so that they can really stretch in every direction. And then lifting up the right leg, balance on the left knee, extend the left arm. Inhale, lift and extend. And exhale, integrate, strengthen. Two more breaths. Best one now. And release, hands and knee down. Step the left foot back, curl the left toes under, and we'll start moving, stretching, and awakening all those little muscles in the tops of the feet, the bottoms of the feet, giving them a nice toe stretch. Now we'll lift up the left leg. Balance and extend the right arm forward. Inhale, lift and extend. And exhale, integrate, strengthen. One more huge breath. You can do it. And rest when you're ready. Knees down, hands down, and we'll sit back onto the heels for hero pose. All right, you're resting, hands on thighs or hands on feet, keeping inner body bright, shoulders broad, and a plumb line of balance from the crown of the head down to the sitting bones. You can take Garuda Mudra, crossing the thumbs, spread the fingers, place them over the heart. Keep the muscular energy in the tops of the feet, actively pressing the toenails into the mat, hugging shins to the midline. So you have a steady foundation. Good. And release by lifting the hips up And holding on to the back of the waist or buttocks for our back bending camel pose, Ustrasana. On the inhale, look up, roll the shoulders back, and on the exhale, engage the back muscles, gaze up, press the hips forward. And then release and lift the head up to vertical. Stay there with the left hand, lift the right arm, and then plug that arm bone down into the shoulder socket so the shoulder blade stays glued onto the back of the ribs, and look up, begin arching back, and now reaching behind you with the right hand. Good, and release. Come up with the head, switch arms, hold with the right hand, lift with the left arm. Now pull the arm bone down, shoulder blade in, navel in, and start to arch back. Strengthen the back muscles, strengthen the buttocks, strengthen the neck muscles, okay? And then come up with an inhale, and you rest hands back to table pose for a little counter stretch. Round the back like an angry cat. Hug the knees to the midline, hug the arms to the midline. Use the finger pads pressing hard into the mat. Now curl the toes under and lift the knees up, keeping that strong pressure in the finger pads and pressing back to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. First down dog, we might like walking the knees, lifting and lowering the heels. Good, and rest the knees down. Step the right foot forward to low lunge. Now, if you like to use blocks to get your legs underneath you into a good position, that can be very helpful. And we have the blocks on either side of the front foot. I can move the left knee back until I start to feel a good stretch in that hip flexor. And push down through the feet, lift the hands up to the right knee, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, pull the navel in, tuck the hips under a little deeper. Use that muscular energy to ground you, root you into the earth so you can fly up to the sky like an eagle, high, high above the clouds. Having that clear eagle-eye vision. You can see everything for miles and miles. The big perspective. Now bring your hands down. And we'll do a revolved lunge by sweeping the right arm up and turning to look up to that right hand. An option here, if you want more, is to curl the back toes under and straighten the back knee to a revolved side angle. Okay, and rest, lower the hands, lower the knee, and we'll start to straighten the front leg. Move the foot forward first, and then lift up the toes. Feel that stretch on the back of the calf and hamstring. Soften the knee on the inhale, lengthen the spine. Tuck the chin slightly before folding deeper on the exhale. Pulsing with the breath, so you don't get caught up in the minutiae. But you can start to see the bigger picture. Bring the left hand under the left shoulder, and then sweep the right arm up, twisting once more. Gaze up to that hand. Roll the shoulders back and open the throat. Spread the fingers even. Give it your all. Big breath. Then release. Right hand down. Bend the right knee. And just step the right foot back. Switch to the other side. The left foot forward. Blocks on either side of the left foot if you're using them. Helps you position yourself with stability and strength. So you can root down through the legs and climb hands up to the left knee. Pausing there to first reorient, to reconnect to the breath, and to reawaken that muscular energy through the core of the pelvis. It's going to hold you steady, letting you fly and soar up to the highest sky, above the highest mountain. There's a reason why they always picture the guru that you want to ask for your life's advice. He's always sitting at the top of the mountain, right? So he has the biggest perspective. He has the widest view. He can give you the best advice. All right, lower the hands down. The right hand will stay down on a block or on the floor while the left arm sweeps up. Now you plug that left arm bone down into the shoulder, so there's a hollow feeling in the armpit. The armpit drawing back so the head of the arm bone stays seated in the shoulder socket. Inhale, widen the chest, pressing down through the right arm more, stretching up through the left fingers more. This is gorgeous. Good. Last breath there. Shine it up, and then lower the left hand. Walk the left foot forward, lift the toes, and begin to fold over the left hip. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, straighten the leg, tighten the tummy. Pulsing with your breath makes the pose fun and enjoyable. You can see yourself picture yourself smiling, having a good time in yoga, giving your body the stretch that it craves, and not doing it just to satisfy the ego. Bring the right hand back so it's under the right shoulder. And twist and lift the left arm up. Very good. Good. Pressing the left heel down, pull the left kneecap up, the left thigh bone back into the hip socket. And that deep crease in the left hip. And you'll look up, opening the chest. Perfect. You've got that. One more inhale, stretching wide. And exhale, lower the hand and step left foot back. We'll get back to table pose and come through downward dog. Curling the toes under, lift up the knees and stretch in the spine. Take complete breaths in, softening the knees and shoulders. Then complete breaths out, straightening the legs, lengthen the arms, stretch through the spine. Big, deep breaths. And step the feet forward and roll the back up. Stretch the arms overhead. Press down through the legs, lift up through the thumbs, so the back of the body is as long as the front of the body. Sometimes as your arms lift over the shoulders, the back likes to bend back into a banana. So pull the sides of the ribs back, press the inner thighs back, and breathe into the back of the neck and shoulders. Fill up the back side of the body with your breath. Good. And then bring Garuda Mudra over the heart. And release the arms to rest at your side. Pause for a breath there. Clearing your vision with awareness, insight, and discernment. Step the right foot back for warrior one and bend the left knee until you feel both feet firmly anchored, grounded, and stable. And then reach the arms up, soar up to the sky. Open your eagle eye vision so you can see yourself doing this pose. How do you want to align the hips, the shoulders, until you're feeling the perfect pose? And relax the arms down till your hands clasp behind the back in Yoga Mudra. And look up, drawing the shoulder blades together. Press down through the feet and lift up in the chest. Take a slight back bend. Good. And then release the hands to the front leg. And begin sliding down that leg, folding over the left hip. Pause on the inhale, realign, review with clear vision what you're doing. And then exhale, start straightening the knee more, engaging the muscles more. Yeah, blocks can be very helpful. If your hands are not on the floor, you can still press down onto the blocks with your hands. Lift that left thigh bone up into the hip socket so the left hip crease stays back. The left hip point points forward, not to the side. Okay, we'll keep that right hand down on a block or on the leg or on the floor. Rotate, revolve, left arm up, revolve triangle. And here it's very tempting to let the shoulder poke forward. Pull that armpit back more than the hand, so there's a hollow armpit. All right. Good. And lower that left hand. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, hands to knees. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, stand tall, Tadasana. Garuda Mudra. Eagle eye vision. Then other side, step the left foot back, warrior 1. Bend the right knee. You can lean on that knee while you adjust your feet. And when your feet feel solid, then start lifting the shoulders and lifting the arms and soaring up, up, up to the sky. Climbing the highest mountain peak to see everywhere. Now, let your arms rest behind you, clasping them together, and drawing the shoulder blades in, scoop the chest up, press down through the back heel, and keep lifting the chest until your head can tilt back. Now release, bring the hands up to the front leg and begin folding over that right hip in pyramid pose, Parshvottanasana. Soften the knee on the inhale so you can align your hips, shoulders level, hips square, and on the exhale tighten the muscles as you fold over the right hip. Protect the muscle attachments and ligaments by engaging those muscles. Take clear, deep breaths. Clear breaths mean clear vision. You can see exactly how you're doing the pose as if you were seeing yourself from above. Not forcing or straining. There. Last breath, folding. Then step the left foot forward. Inhale, hands to knees. Exhaling, fold over straight legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, standing up, lift the arms, and then exhale, Garuda Mudra. Right. Well, I have a wide leg, forward bend, so step out wide, bend knees, and fold forward until the hands are on the floor. Soften the knees as you inhale. Align the feet so they're parallel. And then on the exhale, straighten the knees. Lift in the navel. Lower in the head. Keep hugging the shins into the midline so the ankles don't roll out to the side. Complete breaths in and complete breaths out. Very good. Now walk the hands to the right, bend the right knee, squat down on the right heel, and turn the left toes up. Alternately, you can keep the right elbow on the right knee so you don't have to squat all the way down. Then twist and lift the left arm up. Good. There you are. The right elbow inside the knee or on the knee, giving you more leverage to open the chest. And we'll switch to the other side. Walk the hands over to the left. Bend the left knee, Skandasana, squatting down on the left heel, or simply bracing the left elbow on top of the knee and lifting the right arm up. And take another breath there. And then release, hands down, and lift the hips up to the center. Feet square and parallel. Fold forward once more. The hips up and the head down. The hips are balanced right over the soles of the feet, not too far behind where the toes start to lift up. You have as much weight in the balls of the feet as in the heels. Now inhale, lift up to a straight back and step the feet together. Come back to the front of the mat for our eagle pose. Eagle. Garudasana. Start with arms wide. And then sweep the right elbow under the left elbow, crossing the arms. Try and bring the palms touching. Okay? They may not. They may just come to the back of the hands. When you're trying to hug the elbows together, the hands together, then start to bend the knees. Balance on the left leg and toe touch with the right foot. Right? So all the balance is in the left leg. Next stage, cross right knee over left knee and squeeze the legs together. Okay? You may try and squat lower, that's an option. Not doing very well. And when you're ready, you step out, release the arms, spread them again wide. And then we'll switch the arms, left under right, and switch the legs. So this time we balance on the right leg, cross the left knee over the right knee. Okay, draw the shoulders back, navel in. Release the arms, spread them again, and relax down. Okay, fold forward, hands on mat, walk back to down dog. Down dog, we'll lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Then bend the right knee, swing it forward behind the right wrist, coming to pigeon pose. And walk the left knee back to lower the hips, and then balance, align, and engage through the core of the pelvis to maintain that alignment. And slowly fold forward, lowering to elbows or to the forehead. Start to lift up and release. So we can step the right foot back to downward dog. Walk the knees. And then to the other side, lift the left leg in three-legged dog. Fingertips are still pressing powerfully into the mat. And bend the left knee and swing it forward. Pigeon, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. First, lowering the hips, leveling the hips, squaring the hips, shoulders, And then gradually folding over the left hip, taking complete breaths in and complete breaths out until you find your natural limit of flexibility. You can see yourself in this pose. Aware of your alignment. Aware of your breathing. And gradually releasing, lift the chest up and just swing the legs around in front of you to a seated position. Extend the legs out. Flex the ankles, engage quadriceps. So pulling thigh bones back into the hip sockets. Lift up, inhaling, lengthen the spine, and fold forward as you exhale. Resting hands on the legs or under the calves, wherever is comfortable. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck, tuck the chin slightly, and exhale, pull in through the navel. Breathe yourself through the pose with clear vision of what you're doing, how you're doing it, what you're feeling as you do it. Two more breaths. And releasing, inhale up to a straight back. And we'll do head to knee pose, Janu Shirshasana. Bend the right knee to the side. Slide to the front of the sitting bones so the lower back can draw in, the spine lift up, and the legs and pelvis press down. So we get this separation of the hips and pelvis pressing down, the rib cage and the shoulders and arms lifting up. So we lengthen on the inhale, engage the muscles for stretching, and fold forward on the exhale until you reach the crown of the head towards that big toe. Backing off on the inhale to, realign as needed. The first breath may not be the most perfect pose, but you can fine-tune and adjust over time until you're feeling the perfect stretch in your body at this moment. Very nice, good stretch. And last breath there. And gradually releasing, lift up to a straight back and extend the right leg. Pause in the center while you realign. And then bend the left knee to the side. Begin the second side. Again, there's no hurry. Start in the foundation of the pose, the sitting bones, the legs, engaging with muscular energy. And then feel the lift of the breath. Bring the rib cage up, bring the arms up. Press down through the legs, the hips, lengthening as you fold forward. So there's ease. There's joy. A clear vision of what you're doing and why. You can align with your highest potential, your loftiest values. Even though we can get very distracted in our daily lives, make compromises, with clear eagle vision, we can see the path that we're on. We can see the mountain peak we want to summit. Rise when you're done to a straight back. Let the legs open to a wide angle. Open. There we go. There. Now, drawing the lower back in, so we have that natural curve in the lumbar spine. You can assist, if needed, with hands behind, like a kickstand, or sitting up on a folded blanket. Whatever helps you achieve the optimal stretch. Begin folding then over the hips. Engaging quad muscles, draw the thigh bones back into the hip sockets, flex the ankles, the shin muscles, peroneal muscles are active, strong. There's breath flowing in and out so you can pulse up and down. Clear, deep breaths. Your vision clears to see accurately how you're doing this pose. How you're embodying this clear vision. And final breath in this forward stretch. And then we'll lift up to a straight back. Help the knees lift up so the feet can space wide apart on the mat. So the feet, the width of the mat, and then there are some windshield wiper, tilting the knees one side to the other. Next time the knees tilt to the left side, sweep the right arm all the way around till you're facing the back of the mat. And bend the elbows to lower the chest. Then release, lift up, unwind, and switch. Knees tilting over to the right side. And when they're there, sweep the left arm all the way around to the back of the mat, widening the hands, bend the elbows and lower the chest. And unwinding from that side. We are going to recline onto the back. And just round the back, hug the knees in, You can rock it back and forth a little. Hold one knee with each hand and rotate both knees together in one direction. Circle the knees together. And then circle the opposite direction. And then open the knees apart and circle the knees in opposite directions like an egg beater. Remember those hand crank egg beaters? Dating myself here. Reverse the circles, reverse. Good. And rest feet down. Let the knees open apart. The soles of the feet now touching together. Tuck the shoulder blades under the back. Lift and lower the hips until the back feels comfortable. And the weight of gravity will stretch the thighs or assist that stretch with a little pressure from your hands. Adding to the pressure as you exhale. Engage the muscles that are stretching and relax that pressure on the inhale so that your breath is unaffected, smooth, deep, clear breaths in and clear breaths out. Sharpening your vision, your awareness. Good. And bring knees together. Press the feet down and slide the backs of the hands under the buttocks. Sit down then on the back of the hands and start to lift the legs, extending one at a time to the sky. Okay. And you can relax with the hips resting on the back of the hands. Breathing with awareness, clear vision, insight, and discernment. If you wish to lift the hips more and tilt the legs over the head, you could try a plow pose, halasana. Then remove the hands, bend the knees in towards the shoulders and armpits. Hold on to the ankles or feet, pulling the knees in for happy baby, Ananda Balasana. And your inner child may want to move a little around, explore variations with the legs, the hips, maybe the head slowly turning from side to side. And when you're finished playing, stretch out the legs, lengthen the arms up overhead, take a full body stretch. Oops. Spreading the toes, the fingers, moving all those little muscles, in the hands, and feet. Enjoying whatever movement comes intuitively, naturally. Satisfy your body craves. And prepare for Shavasana with additional blankets and sweaters, and accessories. So when you're finished stretching and ready to relax, you'll be able to lie comfortably, warm and cozy. And you can spread out and take up all the space you could possibly want, and let your body be as lazy as you could possibly want. Thanking your body for all the effort you put into your practice. Give it permission to allow it rest now. Enjoy that peace and serenity that comes from relaxing and becoming still, quieting the movements of your body until they subside like ripples on a pond. And then allow your thoughts to slow down and subside like ripples, fading away from a disturbance in the water. So there's a painting that's a classic spiritual painting of the Tibetan Buddhism that depicts a serpentine path that an elephant follows from the village in the valley up through the forests and eventually to the highest mountain peaks covered in snow. And what happens to the elephant in the beginning is he's a brown elephant, and he's being sort of goaded along this path. He's being kind of teased by a monkey, the monkey mind. So the monkey's leading him and really leading him astray. But as he leaves, there's a monk from the temple, and the monk starts teaching to the elephant as he finds his way along this serpentine path. And the more that the elephant looks to the monk for wisdom and advice, the more the color of the elephant changes from this dull gray-brown color to pure white. And it starts first in the elephant's head and then gradually progresses to cover the entire elephant's body until by the end of this path, and the elephant has ascended to the heights of the mountains, the monk or the teacher is actually perched on the back of the elephant, and they're both free from the suffering of that monkey mind. So your vision clears as you become more aware of everything around you, as you broaden your perspective. It may be because you like to travel, it may be because you like to read, whatever it is that broadens your awareness, perspective, and widens your worldview, helps you become enlightened. So maybe you want to picture yourself now as though you're seeing yourself from above, from a great height. And you see not only the space around you, but also the timeline of your life in the past, so that you can see the entire path that you've traveled in your life and where your footsteps have taken you. But at the same time, you can see the goal that you have, that mountain peak that you've always wanted to climb. And compare, are your footsteps leading you in the direction of that mountain peak, or are they leading you astray? So we can use this clear vision now to determine and discern, do we need to correct our course and realign with our highest purpose, our soul's value, and our physical well-being. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace within me. May there be peace with others. May there be peace with the universe. Let it be so. Now begin to deepen your breath and awaken movement in your body. Roll to your side and pause for a moment to digest all the wonderful visions that you had. Come back to an easy seated pose when you feel ready. I bow to your clear vision, insight, and discernment. Namaste.